Hi, I'm Phil Constantine, and on this episode of Travels with Phil, we're going to the Gateway Arch in St. Louis. So starting in my base in San Diego, let's travel across the country and go over to the Mississippi River and St. Louis, Missouri. And there you can see the Gateway Arch in the downtown area. And that's the Mississippi River. Now, the arch was conceived in the 1930s to honor Thomas Jefferson's efforts for the westward expansion of the United States. And it was originally called the Jefferson National Expansion Memorial, and now it is called, well, the Gateway Arch. And it was the gateway to the west for the growth of the United States of America. You can see a lot of landscaping that's been going on out here. They've been doing a lot of work on this park over the many years that it's taken place. And it started, well, back in the 1930s. But let's take a look around St. Louis in those older eras. You could see on the left the 1855 and then the 1930s. There was definitely a seaport there, or a river port, I should say. Now you can see here in the 40s where they got rid of all the buildings out there. Well, this is a very, very tall structure. They had to make lots of room. You can see here that it was triangular in shape. Now when they started working on it finally in the 60s, it took a long time to get them started, and they were freestanding structures both sides. And eventually when they got very close to the top, they had to build a strut, and then they put in a keystone, and they literally had to pry it apart almost to get the keystone to fit, and it became this beautiful structure that you see now.
There's this funny little metal bridge that seems to go to nowhere. Yeah, the Gateway Arch here in St. Louis. The arch pretty darn high. 630 feet, 640 feet, something like that.
In fact, it's a bit of an optical illusion, but it's taller than the Washington Monument, and it is more than just an impressive exterior, though. They made it so you can travel up on the inside of it, so you can get to the top and see the views. Now, these are the tram cars. They're little trains of 8, and you can see here, this is an individual one. Now, they can seat 5 people, very crowded 5 people, so let's take a trip up to the top. And you can see here, these, it says it'll fit 5 people. You can see that picture up there. That was 4 of us in there, and we were jammed in pretty tight. But you travel all the way up. Now, some people do get a little claustrophobic. It's about a 4-minute ride. You never go more than about 5 miles an hour. And there are these little pivots, so it can rotate as you start to go around the curve of the arch itself. 1,000 stairs if you were to step up or climb up the stairs, mainly for evacuations or workers. And once you get up to the top, well, they open up. You go up about a flight of stairs here to get to the very top itself. Now, this is what it looks like coming up those stairs, and a very rare view without anybody in it. But this is the very top spot.
Top of the Gateway Arch right there. 630 feet, 192 meters.
Looking out the window to the east, across the Mississippi River there. And now looking toward the west to Missouri, city of St. Louis. That's a court that you see down at the bottom.
Anheuser-Busch Stadiums.
And those are the windows that you're looking out. Now, it's designed to sway. It can go about a ½ inch in 30-mile-an-hour winds, an 1.5 inches in 50-mile-an-hour winds, and 18 inches in 150, so basically a hurricane. So it's also designed to survive an 8.5 earthquake. Now, is there anything to do for those folks who are, don't like tall spots or tight places?
For those of you that are scared of heights or claustrophobic, we want to welcome you to the top. This is a keystone example of the actual dimensions and what it is like up at the top of the arch. You only have about 6.5 feet clearance. It is 17 feet wide. It is 60 feet long. There's 16 windows on each side that are a little bit smaller than this, but we have these out here for those people that have visual impairments. It's hard to see. We put TV screens in here, but what we did up at the top, so you can have the actual experience of being at the top, we have live feed cameras. We have cameras up at the top of the arch. that bring a live picture down here. So what you see on these screens, people at the top are actually seeing out the windows.
And it also has a very impressive museum inside, all kinds of displays, artwork, history, diagrams, dioramas, as the case may be. Just very, very impressive. They're constantly updating this area here. So I thought I'd just end this up with some beautiful scenery, looking at the city of St. Louis, the Mississippi, and the arch itself. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please feel free to make comments below as long as the language is family friendly. And if you like this video, please click on the thumbs up button below. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the circle with my picture in it in the lower right hand corner of the video. The arrow is pointing at it now. And once you have subscribed, you can be notified of when I have a new video posted by clicking on the bell icon in the description field below the video. Thanks again for watching.